Welcome back to my channel. Let's explore tech. And today I'm going to share you about how to use max equations and symbols in Google Form. This is a wonderful tool. Many max teachers are struggling hard to make question paper just because of not able to create symbols and equations. So here we go. Again, as usual, this is an add-on extension of Chrome. So we are going to, as usual, we'll be going to Chrome Web Store. So when you go to Chrome Web Store, this will, as usual, it will open here. Just click this area, and then you can type in the Chrome Web Store search button, search option. You can type Equatio, Equatio, right? So let us click search button. You'll get this blue color icon. This is the add-on extension. You have to click as usual. You'll be as I have already added over there. It is not showing here. You have to click here and add to the extension. When you finish up your adding part, that is, you have added your extension part, you can see a blue color symbol over here. This is the statement that it has been added to your extension. So now, how to use it? For that, you'll again log into your Google Gmail ID, and then you have to open your Google form. Okay, let us open the Google form. Yeah, we'll go to Google form, and then let's open this area where we are going to go to documents, and then you can click your Google form also. Now I have opened my form. Let me go to a blank form. Yeah, let's start a new form, and I'm not going to go into details of type of the organization name and all those things. I'm simply going to use the question space for typing the question. So here, when you have opened this with this Equatio extension, you'll get a small blue color box near your untitled form, that near the questions. You can see here, yeah, this is the box, and it is there in the options also available. So first thing, how to go about it if you want to type a question with symbols and equations. Just click on this icon, which is Equatio. So when you click on it, you can, I'll just move over this picture over somewhere here so that it is clearly visible. Okay, now so you can see here the different icons are visible over here. So there are n number of options for you to type or insert your question over there. So let's see one by one. First is a handwriting recognition part. When you click this, you'll get a handwriting option box over, and the other side, whatever you type will come over. So this is also a simple one. Like let me try over here. A, okay, plus it is not taking. Let's see, A plus. I'll try again because it's coming something else. So now you can say 1, simpler, and then 1 plus 2 equals to, you can say 3. So as I have done a mistake here, it is not showing properly. But then you should be careful enough when you are typing your this thing. Once again, I can see, I can delete, and you can go for something else. Like, once again, we'll try 2 plus, okay, 3 equal to 5. So this is how we can do that. After that, you have some three icons at the base. You can see one is edit max, where when we make any mistake, you can click there and do the editing part also. And the next one is insert max. So when you want to insert it, you just click there, and you can see this is converting into an image, and then it will be ready for inserting there. Yeah. So there are 3 buttons over there. The question is inserted. Now the 3 button, when you click it, you can go it. You can go for center align, because it is left aligned. It is not visible properly. You can center align so that it comes over here. The next method again is, this is one handwriting method I said. The next is, I can show you something else where you have a speech input. You can see this mic icon. Click on there, and then there is a red button which when you click, it starts recording your speech. You can click there, and then you can say a square plus square. B square is equal to, so when you are, I'm so sorry, I'll insert this and show. Okay, now you can say here again it is going to insert. Now you can see here, then go there, and alignment can be, it can be made right align. It can be made again, the 3 button is helpful for you to align the, it is actually not visible properly, but then you can align it and use it. Now here, when you want to show some options again, here also you have the same equation button is here. Click there, and the same method which I said, you can use it. I'm so sorry, I have been typing. I have been recording the speech, and I forgot to press the stop button. So everything is being typed. So done. Now the next is the option also. You can click, and then you can use here whatever method you want. You can use it. Another method is also there. Now you can type here. See, the insert text is there. If you don't want that, you can delete all these things, and the insert method, you can write maybe a plus b equals to whatever. You can, again, the same way, you can go to insert max. You can see in the right hand side corner a tick mark is there, that is insert mathematics. So you can insert the option also. So your first option is there. This way you can do it. And you may ask how to add on the symbols. Okay, so again I'm going to go to the second question. As usual, when we make the Google form question paper, you add on the next question. Again you click the equation button, you go there. Now the symbol, let's see how symbols can be used. Click equation editor. When you click that, you'll get this area. Now you have one small, insert text box, which I told you right now. Again, you can select the fonts and you can change the text color also. Like you want to change it to some color, you can go for it. Then the next is a favorite, add to favorites. Now if this equation is your favorite equation, you can click and mark it. What will you can name it as equation number 1. Like in maths, you may have n number of formulas. So when you want to save that formula, you don't want to type the formula again and again, so you can add them to your favorites as and when you want it. You can name the formulas also, and as and when you want it, you can go to favorites and click on that particular favorite equation. The next is you have the clear button, that is you can delete whatever you want to. The next is more important, where you have general symbols and everything. Now general symbols, see here, there is one button called symbols. Click there, you will get all symbols which you normally use in your mathematics, like division, multiplication, greater than or less than, greater than or equal to, like not equal to, alpha, x to the power, all those things are there. Whatever you want to write, if you want to write superscript, you click here, and then x to the power 2, that is a square. Now whenever you want to start again, you have to begin again. Okay, so you can go there, superscript, it is typed, you can make any changes you want. Then you can add plus, then y again, go there, and you can go and whatever symbol you want, you can choose them and add them. Now if it is a square root, you can go there and write. So this is so simple as that. And then next is you have a layout button, where you can change the layout, like how you want to, whether you want to add on brackets, see matrix and parenthesis, then brace brackets, vertical bar, all those things are like it's a high level mathematic symbols and everything. So wherever whatever you want, you can do this through this. The next is square root part, formulas are there already, like you can click that. So if you want to insert a formula, you can always, like there are so many, see here, there are so many are there, you can, like it will be helpful for even the chemistry equations as well as your uh, physics equations or physics numericals also, it will be helpful for you. So if you want to input this, just click on and then go to insert and add on. So it will be added. So it's a simple and the most useful, I can say, tool available to add on your. Now like the basic thing, graph editor is there, latex editor is there. Don't do this. Now you have n number of options available to input your equations. So this is how you can use your equation tool to make question papers or even sample papers, practical practice papers. All those things can be done using this very nicely. So I hope it is clear to you. But still, as usual, I always say technology cannot be taught everything together at one go. The basics will be introduced to you, and you need to explore more and more, and then you need to use it. So it is how you are curious, you can learn more and more. And thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay safe, and signing off, Aruna. Thank you so much.